Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, I'm going to talk about cross country since I do love long distance running, and at the same time kind of recap how events went at the World Athletics Championships. So you might see a variety of content on this channel. Just be mindful, it's just a podcast. So if you're listening in your car, your home, hey, great. There's nothing really to watch but listening to my voice. Now let's talk about the NCAA cross country season, how it's shaping up. And guys, I don't know if you're excited, but this will be one of the most compelling in recent memory that I can recall. The NCAA championships are scheduled for November 22nd, 2025, with the season kicking off in late August and early September through regional meets, invitationals, and conference championships that lead into nationals. So if you guys are new to the whole NCAA championships for cross-country scene, this is what you need to listen to. On the men's side, Iowa State and Oklahoma State emerged as preseason favorites in the Midwest region, while the women's rankings released by the U.S. Track and Field Cross Country Association set the tone for what promises to be a competitive year. Along the big questions for 2025 are how Northern Arizona, yes, that NAU, will perform without longtime Coach Smith. And that's going to be difficult for a lot of people in Arizona. And we don't know whether NC State's women can maintain your dominance, especially with the Tuies and those girls, how they killed it. And if BYU's men will continue to hold your peace and place among the sports elites. So all these are unknown, interesting factors where we will see what it actually means. All right. Let me go over to things that do make a little bit more sense. So far, the early meets have produced plenty of highlights. Flow tracks, recap, spotlighted, breakout performances, and some really talented people across all the divisions. At the Dave Murray Invitational, Arizona's men stormed to victory with freshman Evan Tanui and Bryson Neilsen finishing 1 and 2 respectively, while the women's squad placed second behind New Mexico State, showcasing how deep they are, which is incredible. North Carolina also had a strong showing with both the men's and women's team taking wins and the men sweeping top sports at the Adidas Cross Country Challenge. Northwestern's women dominated the Big Ten preview as Ava Earl claimed the 6K title, and Oregon impressed with both their men and women starting the race strong, with the men placing multiple athletes in the top 15 at Musau and women displaying depth at the UVU Invitational, which was breathtaking. Beyond results, the storylines this season are compelling. Freshmen are already making noise by challenging seasoned veterans, while many teams are finding that depth across the top 5 scorers is more decisive than relying on individual stars. And this makes sense because all those points add up to something at the end of the day. Conference realignments and coaching changes are shaping up and shaking up traditional hierarchies, and regional battles are adding a lot of fire to the national picture and scene. Early mates hint at potential surprises when championship season arrives, making this one of the most unpredictable years in recent memory. So we are going to see a reshuffling of the cards, guys, and I honestly don't know who's going to become on top. It's now looking like any given Sunday for cross country. Let's talk about some key players here. Among the athletes to watch, Oklahoma State's Musau is a standout on the men's side. Musau or Musau. I gotta know how to pronounce your names. So be patient with me, guys. I'm gonna find it and pronounce it right. But Brian already is a multiple-time Big 12 champion, has built momentum with stellar track performances, including an NCAA outdoor 5,000 meter title, a sub 13-minute 5K, wow, at 12:59, crazy, and a gold medal in the 10,000 meters at the 2025 World University Games. The big picture is whether he can carry that dominance into the rugged terrain of cross country. I think he can. And on the women's side, we have Pamela of the University of New Mexico, is one of the sport's biggest young stars. After a freshman campaign where she finished national runner-up in cross country and swept the 5,000 and 10,000 meters on a track, she broke the NCAA meet record in 31:17. Ooch. Guys, if you guys don't understand, I think that's the third fastest collegiate time ever. Already named Mountain West Female Athlete of the Year, she enters this season carrying the weight of high expectations and the potential to solidify herself as the face of women's collegiate distance runner with respect to running, cross country, and indoor will be quite interesting. Outdoor will be very fantastic. All right, guys, let me know what you think of how this season is shaping up, but I'm very excited to get my head into the mix here. It is going to be a very long, nice road trip for myself and for my team over here. Have a great day. Bye.